can move up the ramp out of the Blood Right in time, but it kicks in, and Somnus in that middle lane, keeping that edge once again against the Thompson Invoker, but this time on the Bloodseeker instead of that Kunkka from earlier.
I feel like I've seen this a few times where the Invokers will struggle a lot versus Bloodseeker because he has very little move. He has 0 points at Wex, and he has no boots. He's actually looking like he might be going for a kill early, so...
And that's with the Bloodseeker not even having boots yet. The Bloodseeker just has 50 movement speed over you at all times. And I don't know if Thompson can play in this lane. They're just going to go and kill him once more instantly as soon as he shows back up. And right away, he doesn't have TP.
Yeah, FY, he's in for the side. He's got a double damage rune as well. FY's there in underneath the tower, punching down Thompson. Thompson falls once again. JerAx comes in with the tether across. They try to find something to respond, but JerAx, he's in trouble. He will live. They get the kill. FY, he'll go down as well. So OGA able to strike back in that mid lane with the rotation, getting the double kill for Nova, but Nova walks in and gets the easiest kill of his life there onto JerAx. As they will find a trade. Chalice as well, looking for this wraparound. He's got level 6, does have Primal Split available. CP back in from Thompson with the Primal Split ready to go. He looks towards Thompson underneath the tower. Thompson, he needs help, and he needs it now. Has he got any way of playing his way out of this one? He's only got points in Quasi Exhaust, so no escape for Thompson. As the walk-around gang from Chalice with that Primal Split successful. It's even more than successful. It's brilliant. Double kill for Chalice. As he just walks over to mid as soon as he hits 6 and gets that playoff.
What a great off-lane player that is. If you try and contest the axe, you're going to get destroyed. So he gets level 6 when the Invoker is level 4, and it's just grueling at this point.
Out already too, so they're going to have access into the enemy jungle. They're going to have access into OG's jungle, where Thompson is going to have to. He's going to have to go to the jungle to try to catch back up here. He's level 4. Oh man.
A lot of weight is going to be on Seb. He's had this bottom lane, he's got good levels, and he's got decent farm too. He's top of the net worth this game, very close to having the Blink Dagger on top of the Ring of Health. But TPs are heading down. Somnus seeing if he can find the Rupture. Seb, he goes to farm. That's going to give time for Somnus to close the gap, get the Rupture up. He's still pretty beefy, but is he beefy enough? I don't think so. The shards are out, trapping him in. The spin though, the taunt, the Sunstrike. Seb, he gets the dunk off. The snowball save wasn't in time, and JerAx, he's in with the tether. OG, they're turning this one around. They look to run down FY. FY with the snowball, the shards already used. There's no way to escape, or maybe the Jukes. Is it enough? Oh, it is! Seb, he gets fogged. He can't get the dunk off. FY will survive.
Oh, that's his Blink Dagger right there.
But a very neat little play there from Seb, being able to hold his ground. The Sunstrike, the dunk just before FY could get that snowball save up. It almost looked like the Bloodseeker was brought into the snowball, but at the same time getting that dunk off Seb.
He's actually decided to go for the Vanguard instead.
Oh, despite having the money.
Yeah, just wanting to tank up a bit more, I guess.
I mean, as we saw in situations like that where he's getting beaten down by the Bloodseeker, it certainly will add that extra bit of time for JerAx to come in with those sort of plays.
He's still going to get that blink at a very fast time, and they're going to really need him to make plays all around the map, because we already see PL's getting outformed a bit by the Morphling. The Bloodseeker to the Invoker comparison is crazy. And, I mean, Chalice has a blink already, so he's going to be the one making tons of moves around the map, and Sebastian has to match it.
This Bloodseeker is certainly going to become a big issue unless Seb can come in with the plays.
And Thompson's, he's full committed on Exord for now. He is 3 points in, not having any in Wex.
Army has to be careful there. They do have those deep wards down, and he was walking around on 1 HP, so he has to be aware of the Sunstrike potential coming from Thompson. And Seb down bottom. He's getting hunted, but he's out with the TP. Back over towards the shrine. Gives him a tip on the way out as well. So it's better luck next time. As PSG LGD are now in position though to push down on the bottom lane. Chalice not quite got the mana for the Primal Split. He does now with the bottle charges, so he's ready to go, ready to fight if OG do head down bottom. But his top lane, in fact, where Anna and JerAx are placed, and it looks like OG are unlikely to come down to here, at least before Seb has his Blink Dagger finished.
OG's not able to really set up to push towers too well. And they've got a Chen. They want to be able to take some more building advantage versus LGD's lineup, but it's LGD constantly knocking on their buildings.
And they're also under-leveled on the side of OG, really struggling. That Invoker just hit level 6, Chen's still level 4, as is the IO.
So much weight gonna be in his Axe's shoulders. Find play after play around the map to get. The thing is that that's the one thing that they can do, right? If once that Axe gets Blink Dagger, the way to get Thompson back in the game is Sunstrike kills. He has to get the last hits with that Sunstrike.
And it is really quick iron timing from Seb. 9 minutes in, he's going to have the Blink Vanguard done. So he really does have to make something happen with this. If he's unable to do something with this timing, it's going to cost the team a lot. They prioritize giving Seb that safe lane on the bottom, where he's been able to farm up 9 minutes in, Blink and Vanguard. He has to make the plays happen now.
And there's also smoke on the courier, so they can immediately go for that. Let's see what their target is. Brewmaster looks like he's in a pretty good position to break it, just in case. But they're eyeing up maybe in the mid lane.
Top Ana, JerAx heading over, but Chalice, he's in, he's ready with the counterplay, post the Primal Split. Ana and JerAx in a lot of trouble as JerAx gets focused down by the Primal Split. They've got the snowball in onto Ana, back up his inbound. Seb, he's on the side, can he look for the play, jumps in, gets the call, the Sunstrike down as well as Ana's back in, they get the dunk off, they'll kill off FY, but now Ana and Seb, they've got to somehow get out of it. Ame into the Axel, manages to punch down Ana, Seb's in trouble too, he looks for another call off, can he get the spins, that's the question. JerAx comes in, he's giving him the regen and the spin, the dunk, Seb gets the second, he finds the double kill, as JerAx will be fine, and so will Seb. Seb gets sent back by Notel, and TP's back in straight away. He wants to keep this fight going. We'll see if he finds another opportunity to get another blink off. Tries to go for Xnova, but Xnova just out of range still. The Spirits hitting into him. They'll chase down. Do they have the damage to burst him? The Culling Blade just enough to bring him down, so he gets bursted by the Sunstrike. OG certainly showing signs of being able to utilize this axe to take the fights against PSG LGD.
Some small signs of life. Thompson, thankfully, actually like that. That dunk is great. Sure, he doesn't get the last hit, but it gives it to the Invoker. He needs to get these kills to catch back up in levels in particular. Because the gold wasn't so much that the Invoker got, but it's all about getting levels up on this hero right now.
Yeah, exactly what Seb needed to push his team back in the game. And now Invoker feels comfortable enough to go for that Midas and another death on the Morphling side too. I'm not exactly sure what he was an axe. He was as axe and then just got obliterated. I don't know if it like ran out by duration, but
yeah, it did look like he didn't shift back into his into Morphling in time. He just Seb caught him off guard, I guess. As we have 2,500 gold on Somnus. He hasn't quite picked anything up just yet. Maybe wanting to decide if he wants to be the one that goes for the Radiance. Because I did see Chalice queued up earlier, but I think they're kind of debating who's going to get it at a better timing versus this Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Bloodseeker goes for here. Blade Mail is so-so, but I think the axe just causing him all tons of issues.
That's right. They got the call off. Chalice is going to be fine though. FY's in with the snowball, buying time. As now Chalice looks to turn towards JerAx. JerAx is going to have to re-relocate back out in a second. In fact, they get the call, they get the kill. They get the dunk off onto Chalice, they get the dunk off onto the Nova.
And up top.
Oh, they're finding more maybe. JerAx, Hand of God, keeps it safe for now. Somnus is back in, finishing off the kill. But Seb jumps in, has the call. Have they got the damage? Yes, they do. Sebastian Debs up and down the map, getting these kills, making it happen with the Axie 6-0-1, utilizing that 9-minute Blink Dagger and Vanguard to perfection.
He is coming in so clutch. During all this, Thompson is just sitting in the triangle of the dire jungle, farming, while Sebastian just runs around and makes play after play after play. They bring back the relocate with that axe top, and it seems like it catches LGD a little bit off guard.
And with this space, as you say, he's very close to the Midas, Thompson.
Yep. Level 9, Bloodseeker level 11, quite a recovery.
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared for the cores of LGD now. I mean, looks like Bloodseeker going for the Shadow Blade, potentially a Silver Edge later, but it's still going to be very tough. They kind of just have to ignore this axe and hope that the Brewmaster finds him before he can get that jump.
2K lead now for OG. We say with that Midas on Thompson, as long as they can keep making the space for him, he's going to be able to farm at a pace that will allow him to catch back up with the cores of PSG LGD.
On OG, they have a lot of ways. With the axe, they have so many ways. It's actually like a team fighter and also a pickoff hero. While on LGD, their team fight is pretty reliant on the Brewmaster having his ulti up. Besides that, they're just a lot about pickoffs. So OG does have a little bit of a window here with this level 13 axe.
To reveal it from Somnus. Straight in onto Ana. Ana's got the doppelganger, gets himself out of the blood right, goes for the TP away, but the snowball's there from FY. Quick uppercut to finish off Ana at the same time down bottom. They get the call, the Sunstrike. It does not look like it's nearly enough damage though to bring him down as the stick charges come out, and so do the TPs. The counterplay being looked for. Chalice trying to find Seb. Seb is going to blink up in a second, and does it get off? The clap was there. Chalice able to cancel the blink, but JerAx comes through. Seb trying to fight back. He's got the call. Can he get the spins off in time into the dunk? The stick charges though keep Chalice safe. Allow him to get the split off at the same time in the jungle. call. FY and Ame, they found N0tail. They'll be able to pick off the Chen to the side as Ame in the Axon gets the call, controlling N0tail. The Cyclone from Chalice throwing Seb up. But they won't look to fight into him anymore. Seb will be fine. Just N0tail to fall there off the back of that play. But both cores again of LGD keeping themselves alive. They Chalice with the clutch stick play there as he was very close to getting burst down by the Culling Blade.
Looks like they're trying to set up on top, some on top.
Ame going for it early, Morbid Mass so we can stay sustained in that. And also, later on, he could build onto a very useful item versus that Axe. Because you expect that the Axe is going to have a Blade Mail pretty early in this game. And Morphling very susceptible to a Blink Axe.
JerAx, that's the bait play. They get the call onto the two of them. Seb jumps in, the stun strikes down, the stun as well, the micro play. They've got the lockdown onto both of them. Somnus falls as well. N0tail with his army of creeps. Holding them down, getting the 2 kills.
They just can't fight into Seb right now. He's everywhere. He's at bounties. He's all around the map with the relocate. And every time they fight him, they lose.
And that Blade Mail's getting dangerously close as well for Seb.
He can kill the Bloodseeker as well as the Morphling pretty much any time that he fights them around the map with his Blade Mail.
And they just don't have enough damage from him. Like, he's not going to be running around with Rupture, and Chantress isn't going to be hitting him when he has a Blade Mail on. Morphling doesn't have enough items, so he's still going to be a threat for some time to come. And Broodmaster ult is very long cooldown relative to how often Seb can initiate.
FY is going to be drawn back very, very far there. Seb blinks away as FY now surrounded as the relocate comes through. And JerAx in to pick up the kill on FY.
4K gold advantage, a 6,000 experience advantage, and this is just OG running around his 3 or 4 heroes, while Thompson is so happy now.
He's climbing back into the game.
Recovered.
He absolutely has. He's now level with the farm of Ame's Bloodseeker, and down bottom again, Seb finding the opening to make these plays happen as Somnus found out it in the jungle. Seb 7-0-4 on his Axe.
And he wants to keep going. Ame shown his face in mid. It starts to strike more. Call off the mark.
Space is there for them to push down on this tier 1 mid. TP coming in from Chalice. He's got the Primal Split available. Ame looking to kick the fight off. Waveforms forward. Chalice jumps in with the clap. Holding off on the Primal Split for now. Now lets it out. Seb tries for the call, but the Primal Split's already there. X-Nova with a wraparound. The impetus onto N0tail. N0tail's gone. The Cyclone sending Seb out of the fight at the moment. Up into the air. Ame in the escort tries to surround, but Seb gets the blink off. Away from Ame. The shards are down. Seb tethered up by JerAx. Seb walking back in. Tries for the call. FY goes for the snowball across towards JerAx. But now the TP. Thompson's in, looks for the combo onto Ame, but Ame's back into the Morphling, starts to attribute shift back into strength. FY, uppercut on Thompson, JerAx tethers across, keeping this man alive as Anna, running herself away from Chalice. Chalice trying to find JerAx, as JerAx is into the trees. We've got Seb as well, looking for Somnus, but Somnus has the damage. They're on top of JerAx. Somnus gets the triple kill, maybe even more as Anna now all alone. N0tail's trying to come across to help him. Anna turning towards Nova. He's stuck in there with him as Anna will possibly find Nova. He does. He's going to have Doppelganger back up in a second, but the Blood Bright, is it there in time? It's not. Doppelganger's back up. He could jump out. Looks towards Chalice. Spirit Lance finishes Chalice off. Anna gets another. Somnus did find N0tail, but Anna's still going. Can Somnus kill it? The Doppelganger's there. Anna trying to phantom rush himself away, but Somnus in with the chase, the diffusal blade on Somnus over FY with the shards. Shoves an igloo into the backside of Anna as he takes him down.
What a comeback there from LGD from the start of the fight. Pretty interesting stuff to point out too. I saw Chalice jump. You saw he hesitated on his ulti. He actually killed the creep, hit level 12, skilled up the Primal Split, so when he went in, he actually had the higher level of the ult, so he got a Cyclone in the backlines on the Phantom Lantern, delayed the fight a bit, but Ana showed up with that defusal, got a couple kills, but Somnus, the big winner in that fight, cleaning up almost everybody.
He killed Thompson as soon as he showed. Thompson, yeah, he's farmed, but he still has no defensive items. He just gets ruptured and run down by this Bloodseeker, and Somnus wasn't able to run around the backlines with the Shadow Blade.
Let's see if they can make something happen with this smoke play. Seb is in onto Nova with the Sunstrike. It's the burst damage enough. It's more than enough.
Max Exort.
As they're now set up to push onto that tier 1 tower mid, OG. Taking the one down bottom. And they should be able to find this one too. Primal Split is up if Chalice wants to look to join to the fight. But they'll let that one go, PSG LGD, as OG claim the tower.
I think they're going to wait until the Bloodseeker has BKB in particular for the next fights, because when he has that, he's going to have so much more freedom to take out the IO, go for the backlines onto the Invoker, and not have to worry so much about that PL. He still really has to watch out for Seb on that Axe, though.
They're relocating around a little bit, just using it to push out the lanes. HyperX was in the jungle, but they're forcing out the lanes a lot so that Axe does have these opportunities while LGD are still farming for the BKBs. Morphling is also, he did have it queued up, but looks like he's actually going for a defusal next.
I'm going to see a replay on this once more. Again, sort of the issue when Somnus is enabled in terms of being able to just run rampant around the fights as he did, getting that triple kill. And Anna does a very good job, of course, of picking some kills up in return. But at the end of the day, the Bloodseeker is just too strong at this stage of the game, and if they cannot burst him, get that jump on him to start the fight off.
Took out half of no-kills health in one hit.
There they go, FY, looking to lead him pretty deep here with the snowball onto Thompson. Chalice jumps forward as well, they're trying to burst him, but Thompson gets the tornado, the MP out as well, but Chalice is already there with the primal split. So he can stand his ground and finish off the Invoker.
Next couple of minutes, though, will be a good time for them to fight. I think without the Brewmaster there, the Cyclone, the Axe, I think that Seb will be able to destroy them in the fights. So this is a pretty good window for them if they want to try and force an objective. I'm still curious about that defusal pickup with the Morphling. I guess maybe he's planning on replicating into the Phantom Lancer for a lot of these fights.
Very quick snowball by FY. FY actually has a Blink Dagger finished up on himself, so they actually have a pretty good way to counter that Axe call now in the fights for LGD. But right now, without Primal split down, I do think it is OG's time to try to make some moves and capitalize on LGD while they're split up.
They've got to try and find that Blink call before the BKB is popped by Somnus, as he is ready with it. Xana getting space down bottom, only Arme down here to keep tabs on him. And a very close game, 21-19, 21 minutes in. Less than a 1K advantage for OG, as they did get ahead after recovering the lanes, but now PSG LGD catching back up.
They're starting on Roche right now. It's not the easiest Roche, but Naruto does have the Medallion of Courage, but yeah, they use the Brewmaster ulti to secure the Invoker kill, but if you're trading that for an Aegis, I think that's well worth it for OG, but certainly LGD aren't going to let it go down without fight.
OG, they will jump in, they get the call onto X-Nova, the MP down as well as Thompson moves him the combo. X-Nova does get the heal off and is able to back away. Now starts throwing impetus in onto Seb. The tornado is going to be blocked off by Somnus. With the BKB, another call comes out for Seb. The Sunstrike from Thompson did find the kill on X-Nova. The send back on Seb, keeping him safe. Seb's back to base, TP's back towards the shrine immediately. As OG, they remember up and own Anna. He's on top of Somnus. The BKB, of course, now worn off, but they'll find Somnus as well. A double kill for Thompson as OG take a successful fight around the pit. They're at a 74% win probability now on Dota Plus. As OG, with those kills, go back towards the Roshan. There's a regen room waiting here for them as well, as this Roche will go their way. OG regaining that lead that they created.
I love how adamant Seb was about just making the fight happen, right? They know the Primal split is down. They saw Morphling down bottom, split pushing too, so they're like, we have to make a fight happen so that they can't actually zone us out of this Roche pit in this time when we've got our window. LGD, they're just very dependent on this Primal split steal here for the fights. As it looks like it's going to be Radiance, as we were mentioning earlier, for Chalice to deal with that PL illusions.
Man, Thompson's more than online with that Axe. It's been up for a couple minutes. Axe also going for that Shadow Blade so he can get more pickoffs around the map. I mean, BKB is not super great versus the Axe, so that's one of my primary concerns for the course of LGD. Especially if you have Blood Rage on you. That's a scary part if you're Somnus.
So, as you say, I'll be interested to see how this works out for the Morphling. With the Diffusal Blade complete, not something that we see every day, but sort of, as you theory crafted, Ben, something that maybe he's looking to utilize in the fights when he takes over, sort of control of becoming the Phantom Lancer.
That's the best reason I can think of.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I can see. That's a very good call.
I mean, it's also good for him to try and eliminate the IO early on. He doesn't have a Glimmer Cape, but it's still going to be pretty tough with this Morphling. Especially with that BKB, he's very susceptible to the Invoker.
It can also help him set up some kills alone, right? If he does find anybody straggling around in the side lanes, he can pick them off with that defusal easily.
They're hunting. Waveform TP keeps Arme safe though. He's out of the jungle.
Yep, now the Shadow Blade is going to be complete on Seb, and I think the Manta Style is also coming out for Phantom Lancer, so two big items, and with his Aegis, this is their time to shine. It doesn't even matter if Brewmaster has his ultimate. I don't think they're strong enough to take him out right now, so
yeah,
just need to stall for a little bit, wait for that Radiance, get your farm up, maybe get a BKB up on the Morphling, and then you'll be in fighting shape.
Yeah, fighting into OG just seems way too difficult, especially with JerAx, who's now level 15, has the tethered X bonus, and also has a full mech. So that's going to counteract a lot of the damage that LGD is already lacking in their fights right now.
So definitely just don't want to fight. They have a very good ward setup on the side of LGD. They have 4 spread out throughout the map, and unless OG are willing to commit a couple of smokes, I don't see them getting any huge pickoffs right here or huge objectives after a fight.
OG's got good momentum pushing in on every single lane. We even have the Axe Illusions cutting some waves too. All 3 lanes pushing in onto LGD's side right now. As OG, they're spamming those chat wheels. They're getting like, into it now.
They're feeling good. They're feeling it. Absolutely. Another tower taken by OG.
Oh, Seb is on the prowl immediately too.
Wow. How did it? Oh, they have a rose reward over there. I was wondering how he saw that coming.
So yeah, takes the morph duration as well on that morphling, as we've been seeing a lot of players. Well, the few players that do play morphling still have been doing. Full Manta, Diffusal, and that Aegis on Ana. He is feeling very confident. He commits forward on X-Nova.
Oh, with the Sunstrike down, it doesn't matter. They are going to be able to juke it out here with the Snowball. Ana still trying to fight forward. He's feeling confident with the Aegis. Tornado will clip onto X-Nova, but he's got the heal out and he'll be fine. Ana has been ruptured now, needs the backup. JerAx in with the tether. Ana with the Doppelganger dodging the Blood Bright. As OG will be more than fine.
There's so much burst steal coming out.
Yeah.
With the tether in the hand of God, and then the mech.
Now looking for another tier 2 tower. OG really starting to overtake the map. As bottom lane, Seb, he's in. The call, there's no attribute shift in time. Arme can't react with that Shadow Blade blink initiation.
Power of that Blade Mail versus the morphling, but also he was get hit by that huge Sunstrike that's so early on.
He has no buyback here, so OG.
Uh-oh.
They'll see if they can get anything more out of this one as they're into the base, chasing down X-Nova. X-Nova being the Illusion Army chasing him down, trapping him in the trees as he'll fall. OG, they've found 2. They're up onto the high ground looking at this tier 3 tower.
And look at this, they even used the Ags tether on the Chen, so there's a Chen Ancient there adding more health for them.
Oh, look at this push they've got going. As the Rax now into a Chalice, jumps Primal Split out, finds JerAx. JerAx is gone, FY goes in with the uppercut. Ana trying to clean out some of these Primal Split illusions, and JerAx will buy back. He's coming in with a relocate. Seb being killing the Primal Split. It's only just down to the earth for the Wind Panda. The Wind Panda getting himself away from the fighters. He will still survive, but they've got the vision. Can he escape in time? Chalice! Oh! Dies during the Primal Split, but Chalice will survive. OG, what's the plan now? Do they want to just get out of here? Seb trying to get in position with his Shadow Blade. He's found Arme. Arme's in the PL of the motors. Arme just gets taken down. Dead for 50 seconds. Thompson being chased by Somnus. They've got the dust down Thompson as well. X-Nova picked up inside of the Snowball. Thompson will fall. They'll find as LGD will hold despite Arme going down once again. Can they get Seb as well? JerAx is there at the side, but he does not have relocate available. There's no save for Seb.
Did he just hold that snowball until the Aegis finished?
Yeah.
What?
He waited that whole time for it to get. That was
unbelievable.
Oh my god.
And effectively at the end of the day, a full team wipe there by PSG LGD. X-Nova, he'll survive as well. They hold that middle lane. They may have lost to tier 3, but they keep those racks alive.
The
push OG back.
Coming in from Chalice and FY there. FY with the clutch snowball play there on that Aegis, of course. And Chalice, look at the damage he did in that fight. 6,600 because of that Radiance. Like you said, they were killing the Primal Split.
They were so close to killing it.
There was still one alive, so each time you kill one, the Radiance just keeps passing along to the next one over and over again, so he just keeps dealing all that damage in the fight.
I can't believe he survived.
I can't believe it. Was so close to dying. What a turnaround by LGD, as it was a 7,500 gold lead for OG there, chunked down all the way to 2K, and the experience is now favoring GD.
And they had a different way of dealing with the Axe this time, which was rupture and just kind of leave him alone. He didn't really want to run around. He's not that tanky, especially when the Wisp is tethering up. But this Diffusal choice, he got wrecked.
Yeah, he did.
I'm strong. I mean, you can understand, as you say, he wants to try and fight as the PL, but that of course leaves him very vulnerable to getting caught out by Seb's blink call initiation.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think if PL were like the trump card in this game, with no Axe and with very little AoE on the side of OG, it would have been a great choice. This time, I mean, there's not that many great items for him. I'm not really a big fan of BKB on him at this point in the game, but he does need to be able to not die with 1,000 HP.
I think he just stays. I think he just stay morphed up very, very high strength, and then jump into the fights, turn to the PL, and then that's when he can just thrive off of it. Because if he's staying low, like you said, he just dies over and over again to the call Blade Mail or some Sunstrike.
Smoke on smoke action. Here's LGD wrap around along the river.
They've got level 18 on the brew, so level.
Turn to ban. couple of other tournaments they're playing well. We used to see them consistently beat these, you know, same level or lower than them, and then also they would take bigger teams. And this is a real test now. Even though they didn't, you know, go through the entirety of their Gamers Without Borders, they dropped out to Navi. OG are still right? If you can take a game or a series off of OG, you know that you're in the right ballpark.
Radiant team ban. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. OG's turn to pick.
Speaking about the Enchantress that OG like to play, there was that game in the series against Alliance that Viking played, the Earthshaker and Enchantress. OG's kind of favored support, or at least one of the pairings they love a lot. Viking actually won that one game in the Chen, that Storm Spirit act, that early felt really nice. Even though they did well in lanes, they have a weird period in the middle where snowballing, they do need to kind of sit back, get blinked out.
5 seconds remaining.
That's for OG. Viking gonna come out with their pick up here. Phoenix with the axe.
OG's turn to bat.
Axe.
Enchantress.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, it feels right. Get rid of the Sumail Luna. Gives them so much tempo to play off that Helm of the Dark. Axe and Phoenix, pretty solid combo. Egg Protector with the Berserker's Call. A lot of damage over time, and definitely a laning duo that can pair up nicely. A lot of pressure.
10 seconds remaining.
Do you worry though, like if you set this up where likely
5
you're off lane,
remaining.
and if OG do the aggressive tri-lane and have Seb as a 1v2, do you lose some of that power from Axe Phoenix? Second Viking. You want the Luna, definitely. Kind of wondering where Pango went. Like Viking have made a very conscious decision. Axe.
Radiant
Very
team
often we
pick.
see
OG's turn.
Lifestealer ban. With an Undying being grabbed up now for Vikings so that...
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
focus down the thing. Because it's not like you can pick, you know, Mirana, which we saw quite a bit in China to deal with, played in that position, because you've picked. So, oh, did they? So the lifestealer ban is that rage attack speed up against the laning opponent against the axe. Anything more to the
Radiant team Luna.
Still go with it. Fair enough. Works, it works. I mean, they don't have to try lane around the Luna. They could still, you know, run the 2-1. Fight. Their lanes look pretty solid with these 3 heroes. Don't have too much in the way of, like,
5 seconds
or
remaining.
is it similar? What, a replay of what? What did they have last time? They had like Enigma Bloodseeker, Dragonite Void Spirit. I want to see that Tusk. Go for your mid. Does like the Queen of Pain does.
OG's turn to Drow.
Drow Ranger though.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I mean, Drow's pretty good at focusing down Luna as well, right? Luna pretty armor, agi-based hero. Drow Ranger can shred through the Luna with just right clicks and outrange her. Invoker, so that's going to be what, the Crosswex Invoker for mid one? Like.
Ten seconds remaining.
You had to play against a Viper. I think I caught a couple of minutes of that game. Was it up against Nigma? He was playing against like a wee Viper, right? Very good at disengaging, right? If Axe and Dying Phoenix are running at you, diving, blink calling, you've got Tornado to reset, you've got Echo Slam as a counter.
10 seconds.
You've got some pretty great ways here to disengage from fights and turn help out your Luna.
5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
The big RP in there. Moonglave's bouncing around. I feel like Tango wouldn't be bad, honest. Gap close onto Drow Ranger. Good teamfight ulti through Thunder to cause a bit of chaos when
10 seconds remaining.
running.
5 seconds remaining.
Not that much magic damage. So we could also consider like a Necro, right? Go for that aura build. Queen of Pain or something.
Radiant team pick.
Bad Rider!
hates it. And that's a really good solo lane hero if you do want to put Seb in that safe 1v1 match. Because if Axe wants to cut waves, Batrider can,
10 seconds remaining.
if not, chase the Axe down and stop him from cutting waves.
5 seconds remaining.
And the Invoker's pretty good against Queen Pain as well. They were thinking of that. Mid one with Quas, you know, can regen through the Shadow Strike. Too much about the continual harassment.
Choose your hero.
It's like the comfort hero for Boom. There we have it. Nothing massively out of the ordinary. Everyone picking up the heroes we expect. Saxa, Earthshaker, No Tail, Enchantress. So mid one, he did play the Quaswex Invoker. What was his item build? Spirit Vessel phase.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Pretty good early game here. Wondering, do get past, 30 minutes, 5 minutes or so. Viking, they scale pretty well outside of Undying. Drow and Queen of Pain, pretty hard into like right-click builds if they want to. How are you feeling about OG's? Can they build up enough steam to... Luna, not the greatest range on that hero either, getting up onto a supernova. And mid one's Invoker really going to be the one, like, get alacrity, get that attack speed with a Wex. The OG Englishman. Why is the beast? I have no idea. It just is. That's the way it is. No, that's just how you do things. English is such a stupid...
Prepare
It's
for
weird.
battle.
Go look it up though. Find out why Tomb is... It's probably because of the French. When something weird happens in the English language, I'm pretty happy just blaming the French because they came and ruined...
Amateur.
ELH. Have you seen that one before? Toby said, good luck, have calcium, vitamin C. Oh, that's a nice Fisher block from Saxa. Oh, 4 heroes surrounding Celery. Yeah, you get a decay off here, but you've been trapped in. Good damage, and with the Cold Snap, they've got the Disable to take down the Undying. Early kill for OG. Start things off with your first blood.
And for the Dark Moon.
One branch. A Blightstone start for No Tails Enchantress. Saxa with the boot. This mid one got. Going into the double null, it looks like. Seb, Batrider, solo up top lane. Miss Phoenix here trying to grab the bounty rune. Seb's going to be the faster one. Up. Toby. Deeper. Toby Axe. Queen of Pain mid for Boom. Down bottom, it is a Shad Drow Ranger with a Celery Undying. We've only got 2 heroes down here. This is kind of what I was getting at with the draft with the Phoenix Axe. You feel like you want those 2 heroes together, but you're absolutely right. They bring the Phoenix down and they have to make this trial. Look at that Observer Ward from No Tail as well, watching for couriers coming. behind, and it dodges the sentry ward very deep past that tier 1. Courier will come out. Spotted everybody. Yeah, he's being fished up again. That Hellbear got work of the Phoenix. And now they get some good damage onto Celery's Undying. Got 1 stick charge. That Hellbear just claps the ground, slows him down. A double kill for No Tail, 3 for 0 in this bottom lane. And Drow Ranger, she's got to sit behind a tower. She might die. She might just die here. Another great Fisher. No Tail's going to get a triple kill. Enchantress with 3 in a row. Oh, and he's gonna get Courier. Saxa snipes the Courier. Oh my god, it's a disaster, Lacoste. Gracious me. I was gonna start asking, like, do you think Viking want to like try and swap lanes around, put heroes top? No, they stuck in your ways. So Saxa starts roaming around. You've got Enchantress Luna who can kind of hold their own down bottom for now. We do need to take a peek into these other lanes though, I feel like. You know, mid lane, Queen of Pain against Invoker. 6-0 Invoker with 12 and 2 on Boom, so Bot coming out on top. Fisher's there, but you're right, there's no blink, no escape for Boom. 3 with no points to blink. Saxa still level 1 though. He's gonna punch down the Queen of Pain, little by little. The boots advantage. 5-0, 2.5 minutes in. OG really starting off to a cracking beginning here in this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under
The one upside for Viking is they have Toby free farming, cutting waves, and farming neutrals top. Not ideal. He's going to drag waves around and farm some neutrals himself. Get in. Courier coming. Bracer for the axe. We saw this from him before, right? Oh, bottom lane. Celery. Getting clicked down again. Saxa kind of wanted to dive the tower there with that level 1 enchant totem. Won't be able to get the finish on the Undying.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's courier has been killed.
Toby making the wise decision of TPing out there. Seb with a few stacks of maybe come up. Ready. Mess doesn't have dive, so cold snap into the punches from.
Don't be mad. Where are you going?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ooh.
They hardly knew you. Just as well. You'll have to do better than that.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant structures are falling. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alone.
Mark these words. They're the last you know.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
A little petty faults. Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Only other bats will know we're still here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That early tier 1 bottom lane though gives so much more room for Luna to farm. You could, if you feel like Luna's a little bit scared when that Sonic Wave comes back up in a minute's time from Queen of Pain, she can come up top lane and start farming there with the rest of the team. But it's just this systematic OG bottom tower. Then they put pressure onto mid, force Queen of Pain into other areas of the map. They can always connect in with Sumail. Aramis by Seb with the help of Saxa. Fail. The Dominator up. This is enemy jungle territory though, and there is a Radiant Observer Ward spotting out OG. Queen of Pain. Valerie also throwing that tombstone up onto the high ground. Good soul rip, but No Tail still alive somehow. Finally taken down, but in comes Seb. Round onto Celery. Mid one is fighting the back with a Luna. Toby dealing with Shad with the help of mid one. It's all over the place here as OG are looking for 3 different targets at the same time, and the Eclipse from Sumail focusing Toby. There's the kill that the Luna wanted, and Aramis does have the dive. Will get a little bit of distance away from OG as they just rampage through this Radiant jungle.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Does this hurt?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Worthy tribute.
Radiant's
Luna just stays bottom. What's Dry Ranger got, Lacoste? 3 Wraith Bands. Threads are coming out now. Good. Catching Aramis with a good cold snap there. Soul Rip. Buys a little bit of time, and the Queen of Pain jumps in. Has the Sonic Wave to try and pick off mid one, but there's the Ghost Walk. No reveal, I don't believe, and with that Sonic Wave, they don't have enough damage quite yet to take him down. Aramis has fallen to Seb, but a lasso under the tower drags the axe in. Quite enough there. Saxa doesn't have the Fisher for another 3 seconds, and the Queen of Pain aggressively diving mid one. Fairy Fire with a 7-1. He doesn't pop it. The Echo Slam from Saxa catches too, but the follow through, where is it? The Batrider's chased down the axe, and now he's being turned on by the Drow, who does take down Seb.
Dire's middle tower
Boom
is under
finishes off Saxa, and Sumail's arrival is all a little bit late here. Trying to deal with Celery, now needing to TP out and have a stun. Anything to catch? No, the TP complete.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's gonna get Celery. At least a bit of revenge. I mean, that entire fight, Enchantress was top lane, did some pretty good work on that tier 1. But a dive in behind the mid tower, Seb drops to half HP, and Queen of Pain, aggressive blink. They fall for the bait, the trap card is activated. Boom. Completely out of place there, really wanted to get that kill onto Seb, but it wasn't worth it as Luna ready and waiting in the shadows. I guess when the Queen of Pain jumps, you assume everyone else is going to follow, right? So you lasso the Queen of Pain, you eclipse just in case anyone else comes in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Man, No-Tail is being such a bastard now. Centering up jungle camps, removing farm away from this Viking side, who smoke up now.
Radiant's
Without Sonic Wave. Oh, they do have Sonic Wave, it's back up.
Dire
Smoke pops on Boom. No mid tower though, and Toby gonna get caught up. Good turnaround potential here though, but a 3-man tornado. Where's the Supernova? Finally comes out with the gust, holding them back. Good team fight from Viking, finding the Batrider and looking for mid one now as Sumail tries to stand his ground and fight in here with No-Tail. Toby dropping low, but the Luna in all sorts of trouble until the Echo Slam from Saxa catches them out, and No-Tail is doing a ton of damage. Aramis might be his target of choice, but they need a Fisher to line up as mid one clears through Celery. Now the Drow Ranger caught and isolated out in the open, picked off little by little, and OG somehow turned that fight. It looked great for Viking.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Does get the full utilization out of it. How are we looking now for Saxa? Blink Dagger, 700 gold away. Mid one, Vessel coming out. Medallion, so he does go back into that Medallion build on the Invoker. Taking control back of this map though. To reset after that team fight. Drow Ranger mid getting caught.
Dire's middle tower
Evoker combo and the long range Lucent Beam. Holy shit, yeah, Shad gets destroyed. Nothing really there the Viking could do, but maybe get a kill on the set. Good tombstone placement, difficult for OG to focus it, but Aramis getting caught up in the cold snap with that Spirit Vessel on him. He's already used his dive. Supernova now comes up, and that Deafening Blast doesn't finish him off. So mid one, after dealing with the tombstone, has to try and Ghost Walk away. Sentries down, and Queen of Pain jumps in. Lucent Beam holds him back with the Eclipse. Sumail turns. The Tornado overlapping with the Eclipse, though. That is not ideal for them, but mid one is healing up thanks to the Quas. He's out of danger for now as Saxa, the Earthshaker, arrives. The Sonic Wave doesn't finish off mid one. He's still alive. Gets the Spirit Vessel off in time. He's fine. And Toby, stuck in the middle of the fight, catches the Enchantress. Finally, Viking gets something. hectic team fights. But here's Seb again. Lasso back on Aramis. Batrider chasing for more. Very quick Batrider here. Windlace boots of travel. 474 move speed, and he's found the Undying. 5 heroes. 4 turn around onto the Batrider, and there's the multi-shot clearing through Seb. Phoenix buys back. They want to really force this team fight, but the rest of OG, they are bailing. It is real. Now, you do have the Blink Dagger on Sax. Blink Echo Slam.
Dire's top
Massive
tower is under
weapon in their
attack.
arsenal.
Radiant's bottom
No
tower
tail.
is under attack.
In the enemy jungle. Shad Drow Ranger scouted out by the Helm Creep. There's nowhere really here to run. They've got a Fisher lined up to stop the TP. Drow Ranger once again down. 4-7-3 on your position 1 with the Undying. Yeah, he's just going to have to give his life over to OG. Forfeit. Alacrity Luna, it's objectives time.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Thank you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The courier just died with her Manta recipe.
Has fallen.
No mid lane Saxa. With the lasso, so they blink Echo the Queen of Pain, lasso her up. Not only do they find the Drow down south, but finding Queen of Pain mid, the tempo of Viking. Yes, they look good in team fights when they're all grouped up in a 5v5, but when they're spread across the map, OG exploiting them very easily.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
With a cold snap mid-air. Axa and mid one, there's, you know, just pick off after pick off.
Invisibility.
Seb, what are you doing? He's trying to toy with Viking, but he's gonna get picked off. Boom even thought about the Sonic Wave. No Tail does find the kill on Celery, so a 1-for-1. Seb there trying to
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
get in the face of his opponents, cause a bit of havoc. You'd expect all the Viking to be ready and waiting for it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning.
Oh, they catch the Luna. Good Supernova. Saxa does get a decent Fisher down. The Eclipse now to turn around. Toby being annihilated, but the Soul Rip and the Supernova landing buys a bit of space for Viking, but they've expended both of their really big team fight abilities. They're off to the far west and drag the fight east. They caught Celery out, and there's nothing for him to do but burn alive in that Firefly. And now the chase is on. OG know the fight has turned. Hold the high ground. Take down the Tombstone for a bit of bonus gold. Viking, nothing left in the tank now.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Oh my... What? Have you been on r/shower thoughts or something? Have you been reading dumb shit on Reddit again, Lacoste? mid one's gonna find Celery's undying. Oh, the Fisher stops the blink call. Toby doesn't get the jump and catch. And now, more heroes all around him. They do try and up the Queen of Pain. There's the Echo from Saxa, so completely combo breaking this Radiant side. Just gonna have to try and run away. But they've dragged back the Drow Ranger. She's stuck on the high ground. Toby gets a decent blink call, but this Deafening Blast pushback. Seb with the Firefly all over the place, burning Viking alive, and Luna finishes off the axe 3-0, and Celery brought back. Striking for vision, fair enough. Oh no, not Aramis. He's trying to hold the dive. That cold snap though, with the Spirit Vessel on him and the right clicks from the Alacrity mid one. Perfect timing. Now onto high ground with a catapult, and you know what that means with a Luna. Pops the Manta. Alacrity, illusions are spamming out all these attacks. Drow Ranger doing her best to try and hold them back. Multi-shot expended. Not committing though. They know that Tombstone and Supernova are back up. Viking are gonna get a kill. They get the Centaur. 100 gold. Oh. I really did feel like OG were tightening the noose around Viking. Seb gonna try and hold the high ground. Yes. Blink called. In comes a nice tornado, but Seb, oh, Ghost Scepter. Maybe he's got time to get out, but the dunk from Toby finishes him off as Roshan down to about 1,000 HP. OG are giving up on it. Ice Wall dropped, trying to zone Viking out. No buyback on Seb, so Viking into the pit with Tombstone and Supernova to secure it. Blink Call catches out the Luna. And they've got a stance on the mid one, so no spells from your Invoker now. The Supernova lands, they've blown up that mid one Invoker. Godlike Streak removed, and Roshan now belonging to Viking. The tide's turning. Or a team fight. And Celery now adding like 50% to his net worth. 2.2k now. He's got a Bracer Lacoste and Tranquil Boots. Toby down south, trying to hide in the trees. OG bringing numbers down there. Axe dead for 45.
I came here for a battle.
Can they go high ground? Oh, the mid wave. If that was pushed in just a little more, they could really think about high ground there. Poked up. Top as Celery looks for the outpost, cancelled by mid one, and there's Saxa with a jump forward. So OG, they reposition all the way across the map. A big swing now to try and take that last outer objective, the tier 2 top, I guess.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, like what item does Earthshaker need in this game? Yeah, he got Blink. Do you need anything else? You got Blink Dagger, who cares? Bottom lane, way too scary for the Radiant to go and push or farm. Same story with the mid lane, but look at this. Going for one of these long smoke wraparounds. They know where OG are likely to be standing. Bat Rider's going to TP bot to shove wave, and it looks like OG going to leave any stragglers behind. Everyone evacuating. Oh, Luna, though, spotted by a Radiant Observer Ward. Smoke. It's going to last another 10 seconds or so, and they really desperately want to try and catch a hero here. Waiting, thinking, where's the Luna? Sumail is hiding so carefully, waiting for that creep camp to respawn. They know that it's so tempting. It's such a tasty creep camp, but how is Sumail not greedy? How is Sumail running away?
Middle barracks are under attack.
No one's defending mid lane. No one's defending bot lane.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
They're wasted by Viking. They're going to catch... Oh, the Fisher lands on the Queen of Pain in the shadows as well. So her blink, TP is on cooldown, but she does get the blink away. Good catch onto Aramis. Good buyback, dead for 40. Voker with the Earthshaker TPing straight down to the bottom outpost. Mid lane still open here for OG, so if they do get another couple of pickoffs, very easily could be, 2 lanes of barracks if they go mid to bot. Queen of Pain, the cold snap, back to the Luton Beam. Starting things off now with the chain stuns. They bring down Boom. Buyback is there, and it might be forced here because the barracks wide open.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Bouncy indeed. OG smirking in behind your Luna. Satanic Manta style up on her. They've popped the Aegis on the Drow Ranger already, just with Glaives and a Fisher. Range racks down.
Don't you dare.
Here comes the cavalry. Luna back up onto the high ground with a Mud Golem protecting Luna. Throws a pebble before it dies. Drow Ranger just trying to focus it down. Come on, 2 more pebbles. Throw your pebbles. I just love Mud Golem pebbles. I don't know what it is, but like throwing one of those little rocks with your big golem, then the 2 shard golems coming out. Throw the pebbles. It's just like they're so they feel so meaningless and insignificant, but they do a pretty good amount of damage on it. Drow Ranger gotta be careful to not get jumped by Blink Lasso, Blink Echo Slam, and Celebrate just walk straight forward. Offense is the best defense, some might say, and Undying is taking that to heart, just charging into his opponents to get them off his barracks.
Don't be mad. It's just
Amateur.
not fair.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And that's what he's been doing all game, right? He's been using Blink aggressively with his Queen of Pain. Trying to jump on top of the Invoker or the Luna. Working out so far. Sumail. The Alacrity up. Get the Blink. Lasso onto Drow Ranger and a good Fisher to block out the rest. The Tornado catches Axe and Phoenix. So no counter initiation from Viking. Drow dead with buyback. Tombstone. Kept alive with the Soul Rip. Down. 1 minute means Supernova with that Blink Berserker's Call, really the only teamfight abilities that Viking has for control and zoning, and there's Undying just being focused down. Invoker Enchantress from the low ground, shred him and force the double buyback. To the front lines, Axe still. Oh, Saxa! No way! He's got the 3-man Blink Call. They force the Supernova, but they can focus that down and turn and kill it off. It was gorgeous. That is for sure game. Sonic Wave's not going to do a damn thing. OG storming their way to game 1 victory.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. OG victory.
many chickens have died in this spot?
Got to be careful. Looks like Xtover's not going to be patient enough. The courier's starting to move up, but he's headed away from that middle lane as he'll look towards the top, as it seems, to join forces with FY and Arme, making sure that the Morphling can find the farm against Anna's PL in this safe lane. At the same time, TP up from Jax to join in, tethers across to Anna. And this mid lane, this will certainly be the one to watch. We saw Topson Invoker already once here in this grand finals, and it did not have a good time. But top lane, the shards from FY out, trapping up Jax and Notel, but Jax has got the regen. Penitence from Notel onto FY will force back the Tusk. But this mid lane matchup, should this go better for Topson than it did when he played against Somnus' Kunk?
Yeah, there's no way for him to kill the Force Mirror super easily, so he can actually use it this time. And I mean, he shouldn't get destroyed like last time.
It's really going to be dependent on the side lanes, right? Like if those side lanes start dropping low as soon as this Bloodseeker hits level 3, that's when you can start getting ran down very easily.
Maybe they were thinking about going for it.
Turn to pick.
So Axe is there if they want to go for that Axe Phoenix. OG, they can't have their, you know, really potent tri-lane with the Enchantress Earth. Is there another hero that can fill into that slot? Or is it really just the show when you're...
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
A little more difficult. I'm thinking of like heroes like Monkey King again. I want to see that Mirana come out. Deb. Be the old standby, Juggernaut. Bin. Magic damage can focus down the... The thing is, like, we're talking about OG tri-laning. They could quite easily just go back to dual lanes, right? They don't have to force this tri-lane game after game.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
The Undying waits.
10 seconds remaining.
Are you a little afraid picking
5
Beastmaster into it?
seconds remaining.
Like, it's not like a direct counter, but it's annoying as hell. Tombstone Boy again, Undying for Viking. Here it is.
Dire team pick.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
Deb Magnus.
OG's turn to ban.
Axe.
Grab the axe for that magic community. Ember Spirit's still flexible across
10
mid and your
seconds
position,
remaining.
I guess.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Then knowing where to be, you know, to empower your carry. Give so many Magnuses in, not recently, but historically. Empower themselves, sit in the triangle, farm jungle. Juggernaut position running around. Please, please empower me. For now, last ban for Viking. Hero. I think about the Queen of Pain again for Viking.
Dire team.
Feels like you need some damage. Monkey King.
Turn to pick. Phantom Assassin.
A PA though, so that's going to be a Shad PA and Ember Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Also making sure Ember Spirit doesn't get by a monkey by Pugna. Mid one Pugna? No, mid one Magnus. We're gonna see some skewers back into the tier 1, get that Ember Spirit killed off. Now that decrep's so good against the PA and the Act. Be able to stop the Blink Call initiation jump from the Phantom Strike. I feel like Viking is still too reliant on this like Supernova Tombstone. What's your go-to build on Juggernaut? Item-wise. Are you a fan of the Mask of Madness Desolator? No. No. Aghanims the cost. Always third item Aghanims on Juggernaut. Come on.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, you've got to get the swift slash, quick slash, the quickie. Another quickie? But here we are, game 2. Up against Viking. Again, No Tail Enchantress, Saxa, Earthshaker. The two be with a Steb Pugner top.
Anyone miss me?
Holding on to his cash. Stuffed it under his mattress. Our observer ward spotting Seb already.
30 seconds.
Going in pretty deep. Shad on the PA up top. Yeah, Celery Undying with observer ward in between that tier 1 tier top lane. Mid 1 Magnus facing off against the Boom Ember Spirit in that mid lane. A Phoenix and Axe wandering down bottom for Aramis and Toby. Gonna spot out some Juggernaut. But it looks like OG setting up for the 2-1-2 this time around, right?
This is going to be
Divine.
The battle begins.
That went well, I think. All according to plan.
I'm not entirely sure. Rushing Urn as quickly as possible. I guess he's just rushing Urn. By the way, Celery bought items, and he's been Fisher blocked and blasted down to about half HP. Salve, Sentry, and Ring of Protection. The boots rush. The dream is dead, Lacoste. Good CS there, Seb, as well. Bit of a man fight with Earthshaker. The trouble with Undying also is that very mana pool reliant for that harassment that you're dealing. If you don't have mangoes or anything in lane, you don't have that. Earthshaker can just sit back, clarity up, wait for his next fish around. So I'm maybe expecting Celery here to go and suicide to tower or something. If he's not going to bring out some magic stick coming. Not going to have much left. It might kill Celery though. Don't get the blast. I had that decrep Fisher and the blast damage. It would be a dead Undying, but for now. Mid lane, mid 1 dropping very low, needs to bring himself out of salve. Ember Spirit, put ahead in CS. Very close though, both of them on on the brink of dying, it feels like. As top lane, they get the decrep blast onto the Undying. Celery will finally fall. Bottom lane, we've not really looked at. Dantros has forced the TP back from Aramis. Returns to his tier 1. Toby matching up in farm pretty nicely with a Juggernaut there. Dead even. But here comes the spin with the slow from the enchant, and Toby not being able to deal with that magic damage. Shredded by Sumail.
Even a master falters.
Mid one keeps skewering away from it. Like, I keep looking mid lane. Every time I do, I see mid one skewering away from Boom's Ember Spirit. Away from the Flame Guard. Still pretty even farming there, but the bottle for Boom's going to give him that regen advantage.
Regeneration.
I think not.
Like mid one. Stay back to base. Go Fred straight up for Magnus. Not going to go for bottle. And Boots, Gloves of Haste are there. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I was watching that and I saw Seb half HP and I thought, he's fine, right? All of a sudden, level 2 Soul Rip annihilates the Pugna. Had a couple of decay stacks. Fail. He might be in trouble, but it looks like he's fine with the Nature's Attendant healing him back up. Toby dragging waves around. I'm right going, but here comes Sumail again, looking for a bit of damage onto Toby and maybe a spin. Wants the TP out from Axe. Gotta be a bit careful with these spins though. Toby has waited way too long. He's just gonna die.
Surgical.
Don't be mad.
Never refuse gold given.
Real rough start again for Viking. Bad as the previous game, but it's definitely OG. That farm rate, and they've got the backup plan of, you know, empower Magnus. And under a lot of pressure top lane as well. Oh, he's at half HP. Seb's just continually right-clicking him down. 17 one charge is now up for the Pugna. 800 HP. Notel gonna get spun down bottom. He gets called up in the creep wave. Tail. He's gonna fall to Toby. Kill on Aramis, but dive away gets him out of spin. I'm getting chased top. Every lane, it's just like back and forth, poking and prodding. He's got 21 charges. He actually turns and fights Celery now. Decrep into Fisher. The blast is there. I should be able to grab this undying kill, but a jump in from Shad with the decay and Soul Rip, buying space for Celery to stay alive. They don't get the kill, and Seb so close to dying. The one charges get continually refilled by the daggers from Shad. You get the bonus gold out from that tombstone. Soul Rip into jump. The Fisher doesn't come out fast enough, and he didn't get the decrep off either. Daxer now, Celery. 6 charges. He's going to get turned on. That aftershock with the enchant totem, and he levels up to 4. So Shad, under that tier 1, is going to take a couple of tower hits, but he will be able to walk it off. Trying to...
Don't run off.
Or Celery. The life drain nearly clears him up. But yeah, mid one is just continually farming jungle, going back to lane, clearing out waves over and over. Now he gets an RP with his transition down to bottom, looking for Toby. So Mail's even rotated across here as well. Give me empower. There we go.
Don't be mad. Don't be
Radiant's
mad.
middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, and like 9 minutes in, he's clearing Ancients thanks to Empower. Accelerating very quickly on Sumail's. It's like Aramis. I'm gonna pull across. Back into the lane. I mean, Toby's gonna die here. He's gonna get Omni Slash, right? The spin does so much damage to him, and now Sumail's like, okay, thank you very much. Don't even need to use my ulti. The final swing clears him up. While top lane, what's happening there? Boom is rotated in. Saxon and Seb are just fine.
Dire structures are fortified.
Yeah, quite often we see like the 4-4-0, right? Maybe 1 point in the... Ooh, Ember Spirit looking for Seb. Out of spells here. He can't Remnant away, and that life drain burns through his Flame Guard, but Boom still at about 3rd HP. Final little love tap. Send him on his way.
Dire's
My
middle
lane now.
tower is under attack.
Bounty Rune spawning, and down south, Sumail. Oh, the Omni Slash into the Ancients. He nearly had Aramis, but that dive just gets the Phoenix out alive. Oh, he grabs the Bounty Rune up. Should be a 1 for 3 here.
I'll take that as tribute.
Radiant's
Buckle's gone
bottom tower is under attack.
I want to fall back on. Oh, Boom making a really nice move now.
Dire's top tower
Be able to go and find it. Lost their mid tier 1. He says, screw the Bounty Rune, I want to kill mid 1 instead. I'll find the Enchantress. Not going to take down the Magnus.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mid 1 just RP'd mid. I guess Boom's Sleight of Fist dodged it? I didn't quite see that. I looked away at the same time as he was casting RP as an Echo Slam top lane kills off the Phoenix.
Dire's structures are fortified.
That's an easy way out for mid 1. Blame the ping. But these towers are falling so quickly now. You know, OG got the mid tier 1, now the top one, thanks to that Pugna with level 4 Nether Blast. Bottom, yeah, with skeletons, you know, going for it. Sumail, Mask of Madness, whacking away at creeps. Here comes some more Skelly boys from No Tails. Troll, Viking with no great response just yet. Still looking for that Blink Dagger timing on Toby, which you very rightfully said, you know, heavily delayed with his 4 deaths so far. Boom, Remnant in onto the 2-man chains. Sumail holding the spin, but they'll be reasonably content killing off No Tail and one of his creeps. Don't stop the tower falling though, that's the big issue right now. OG can really take control of this map completely, and when you have an empowered Juggernaut who can just mow through jungle camps so speedily, what farm are you going to have to fall back on? Like, Axe needs jungle space.
Deceptive rune of
He's got level 3
invisibility.
Tombstone. Don't know, do you try and force a fight as Viking? You're playing the waiting game against an Empower lineup. Boom. Being whacked out by mid 1. Sumail's just going to get a solo kill on Aramis down bottom. Okay, fair enough. But here comes the Pugna. That shockwave back in. Elongates the length of that life drain from Pugna. That's a really nice way of using Magnus with Pugna, right? Keep dragging back the targets into life. Roaming Phantom. Life drain onto Ember, force a Remnant out.
Anyone miss?
Viking trying to carve a bit of map for themselves so the PA can finish off Deso. Where is Axe now? 16 heart saved up, so he still needs a couple of minutes. Blink. While mid one thought he was going flat, but he did swing back into the Echo Saber. Now solo RPing Boom. Deb will claim the kill. Aramis, we've got a dive to get
You
away.
got that rune.
Focus down Celery instead. Undying should be a pretty simple kill here. They do grab him with a decrypt life drain. Solve it buys a second or two of safety for Celery. Sumail will very happily claim his life though. And again, it is just the OG train right now. They are steamrolling towards victory. 15 minutes in, it's a 7k lead. The map is just so small for Viking. They can't go top, they can't go into their top jungle. Their bottom jungle triangle is warded, so OG sees them.
Once Axe gets a Blink Dagger, it's a smoke time for them. Like, that's their way of coming back into the game. Phantom Assassin also very close to death, so just 400 gold away. So they will have a decent timing. If they want to smoke up with PA, they need to wait another 30 seconds, a minute to finish that Deso. But OG is getting so much out of the map. Like, they're farming way too much at the moment.
Earthshaker has Blink look off. So this smoke timing, Viking feel like they're strong. They're going to make a jump. They're going to try and catch someone. And then Sax is going to be ready and waiting with a counter initiation with a 15-minute Earthshaker Blink. They're pinging Seb. They want to jump Seb. This Pugnet is a squishy target. And there it is with a blink call. Saxa lines up the Fisher. He can't blink.
He can't blink.
Tombstone. So counter initiation halted. And further, deeper in, there's Boom Ember Spirit. And he's going to get Echo Slammed. That one to come. And now OG, they turn. A 1-for-1 where you lose your pos 3 Pugnet with a position 2 Ember. OG feel pretty good about that because Viking expended all of their team played ultis. And they're going to lose Celery as well. He's trying to defend his Tombstone with a Soul right there. Maybe he can find No Tail? Nah, not quite.
I'm just wondering if they can take the Roche with Empower, Healing Ward, Mask of Madness. You don't have to, you know, risk it at the moment. You can still take one more fight and then go for it if Juggernaut lives.
Oh, that's very ballsy from Ember Spirit. He's got no remnants remaining. Axe jumps in with a blink call, but the Omni Slash keeps on going. Slaying 2 core heroes of Viking. They wanted that easy pick off on Enchantress, but I think PA has given her life away as well. Chain disabled, held in place, trying to bring down Sumail, but he stands his ground. He finally falls. And Celery. The hell of Aramis.
That's a full team wipe, Gary.
It is a 5-man team wipe. As they went in on that Enchantress, they get a 2-for-5 exchange, and OG, they just hold the line.
Man, Boom. Usually he's the one, you know, who's carrying Viking if things are not going well. But in this game, he got caught so many times by Echo Slam and twice by RP.
Now he's having his life drained by Seb Pugner. Toby blinks and calls. They catch the Seb. There to bail him out of danger, and the rest of OG trying to rotate in. Another life drain. Cancelled though, the sleight of fist down into the dunk.
Dire's middle tower.
Pugner down. Thanks are still. Call is there. Jaker is out, but Enchantress looks like she's come back in. No Tail isolated out on his lonesome. Vikings swinging back, finding a couple of very juicy kills out on the map. OG not respecting their opponents just for a couple of seconds.
Red one with the Vlad's build that you mentioned. Not the item that you see, but even more sustain for him. Like mana, Magnus is really mana dependent hero, so I guess that's why he decided to go for it. And great against Axe. He blinks in on Juggernaut. He has one way of life stealing from Mask of Madness. You add that on top. So Juggernaut is not gonna die. Magnus pinging out Roche.
Yeah, you've got 2 core heroes with like 10,000 net worth in your Jugger and your Magnus right now. The closest is a PA who's scrambling towards 8,000. Go BKB after that Deso, it looks like. They ping Roche, but they're like, screw it. There's a tier 2 here sitting on, 500 HP.
Dire's middle tower.
Kill this one off first instead, as Viking find Enchantress. Yet again, no
Don't be mad.
Showing out on the map. Don't be mad.
Has fallen.
I think No-Tail's pretty happy with that, honestly. Like, cool, you show 5 heroes bottom, you kill me, the position 5 Enchantress. My team is pushing your tier 3. My team is in your triangle. Sumail is holding high ground, waiting you to come up the staircase. Axa, blink enchant, has the Fisher. A couple of hits here from Juggernaut will all take, but Aramis has dived off the right-hand side. It's now mid-1, focusing down on the Undying. Good
tombstone
there. The Pugna takes him down. The RP comes a little too late as mid-1 focuses in onto the Axe. They have lost their Undying, and he's going to buy back. Phoenix down for 30 seconds as mid-1 1v3.
Whoa!
Great Fisher, Saxa lines it up with an Echo Slam with the Ancient Count, bouncing the damage back onto them. Down goes the PA. Axe follows straight immediately after, and boom. He's just got to run.
One remnant
He's
left.
just got to run.
Sumail didn't bother popping ulti in that fight. Man, Saxa's positioning has been amazing. Like, he even got Urn casted on him by Phoenix. He still managed to get the, 3-man Echo, which is pretty impressive. It's not about, once again, it's not about Echo, it's about those Fissures, where he's blocking them off completely. I feel like OG in both of these games could have gone for Roche a bit earlier.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yes.
They're playing with their food a little bit. Toying with their opponents. If you're this far ahead, you feel like if you win another, team fight or two, the game kind of just ends. Seb flunks down his nether ward. Supernova comes out from Aramis as Sumail, Mask of Madness, focuses it down, but the call is there. Toby stops him in his tracks. Now, Juggernaut in trouble. Does he have Omni Slash? He should, and he bounces around with a great skewer. Into the ground goes Viking. Boom. Forced a remnant away, and Toby, where are we going? Blink, no TP.
Some net.
Clumsy nets coming out here from Ember Spirit and Juggernaut as they net each other. Both of them have it. That's pretty cute. But Viking have to go back onto their high ground. Where's Undying? Oh, I see him on the... Well, I saw him on the map a second ago. Mid-1 has chased him down, hunted his prey.
I don't know how you feel, Gary, but it's pretty impressive that Med1 is playing from Southeast Asia with 200 ping and he's 6-0-11. Like, how good is he?
He is very skilled. What's his ping?
Can you check out? I don't know, I'm not a tech guy. Ping all.
Oh no, I know what I did. I reinstalled Dota 2, so it... but if you open console and type STATUS, status.
I don't have a key for it.
God damn it, Rico. God damn it. Phoenix doesn't have a key for getting out of that one either. You go. I'm really curious about his ping.
Well, it should be around 200. So now they're gonna go for Roche, Juggernaut, disassembled mana boots, bleh. Disassembled Mask of Madness, full butterfly on him, and that status resistance from S and Y.
Easy Roshan. I grab it up.
Invisibility.
Viking were moving into position, trying to set themselves up, but they've been scouted by this Radiant Observer ward. Now OG, they know exactly where Viking are.
Saxa is invis, but they have a sentry.
Saxa is 5-1 and 11. OG going to get popped. The blink call onto Earthshaker, but it's all a big bait. Now mid one comes in, holding RP, just going to shock Juggernaut, focuses him down. They've got a supernova from the high ground, beautifully placed from Aramis. Now Saps are gone. No-Tell, he's getting burnt down, but the little sprites from those nature attendants do heal him up. As Toby, the second initiation with a blink call, and Viking get a couple of good dunks now. Magnus and Earthshaker fall. Sumail though, he's just blown up. Boom. This is the Juggernaut show now. Jump out from PA to try and get her back. That Phoenix on the high ground. And now Viking with no tombstone, no supernova. Forced to face up against the Sumail, Aegis holding Juggernaut, who is on your high ground and breaking your tier 3. Oh, the decrap stops the PA from doing any further damage.
Even though they lost that fight, it still shows how good of a team Viking is. Like their approach to the team fight, positioning from Phoenix and Undying Tombstone. Like on the high ground, call from Axe from finding the invis target. Hype it up, Garrett. This might be the last time.
Oh yeah, Shad is dead. There you go, Lacoste. Hyped up for you. Sumail just one-man show right now. He's got Aegis. He doesn't give a damn. Boom. Got a Remnant safely back behind the tier 4, but stand his ground and battle into the Netherward. While Seb with a blink echo from Saxa clearing up this game too. It is a series victory for OG as Boom, the last man standing, cleared through with a triple for Seb's Pugner, and Celery calls it is over.
OG, it's just beautiful to watch them play Dota. I miss them, and I want to see what they can also do, and I think everyone wants to know that, like how good they can be when Thompson is back, when mid one